Let me tell you a story. A story about my parents. I was an introverted guy since childhood. That's probably why I never had many friends. But there was another reason. A deeper, stranger one. Since I was a kid, I had this disturbing ability. I could see the presence of evil inside people. Every time I made eye contact with someone, I would see a dark energy clinging to their heart. A shadow that revealed their true nature. Some people had just a faint trace of it. Others ... were drenched in it. Because of this, I avoided people. I didn't want to see the evil inside them. I didn't want to know what they really were beneath the surface. Then I met her. She was different. Not just because she didn't carry the same kind of darkness, but because she had a strange power of her own. She could see how much time someone had left to live. Just by looking at a person, she could see the countdown to their death. Years, months, minutes. Both of us were cursed in our own ways. And maybe because of that, we became friends. We understood each other in a way no one else ever could. We were freaks. Two lonely souls burdened with knowledge no child should ever have. When I was 10, I told my parents about the shadows I saw. How they seemed to move near people as hearts. Instead of listening, they took me to a doctor. The doctor told them I was just lonely, that they needed to spend more time with me. But my parents were always buried in their business. They never had time for me. Not to play, not to talk, not to care. Their world revolved around profit, meetings, and deadlines. So I stopped telling them. I learned to keep it all inside. I never stopped seeing the shadows, but I stopped talking about them. And then one day, she came into my life. The girl who saw death. My only friend, and the one person I never should have trusted. It happened when I was 16. I was walking home alone. As usual, when I felt a tap on my shoulder, I turned around, but there was no one there. I shrugged it off, thinking it was just the wind. But then I heard a voice. It said, "You don't have much time left." I looked around, but there was no one there. Then I saw her standing on the sidewalk. She was beautiful, with long flowing hair and piercing red eyes. And as she looked at me, I felt a chill down my spine. I knew she was the one who had spoken. "Who are you?" I asked her, my voice trembling. She smiled, and it was then I knew I was in trouble. "You can call me Lily," she said, "and I'm here to help you." I wasn't so sure about that, but I was desperate for a friend. So I let her into my life, and soon she became my best friend. We talked about everything, our fears, our dreams, even our abilities. She told me she could see the length of people's lives, and at first I thought it was just a weird party trick. But then she looked at my parents and I saw the shadows too. For my parents, the shadow wasn't just a faint trace. It was a thick black cloud hanging over their heads, and as I watched, I saw Lily's eyes widen in surprise. "How is this possible?" she whispered. "You can see it too, right?" I asked her. She nodded slowly. "Yes, I can see it, and I'm afraid." It was then I realized Lily wasn't human. She was a demon who had come from the Hell Realm to steal my parents' souls. I tried to warn them, but it was too late. By then, my parents had become so consumed with their own greed and lust for power that they could unsee the danger that lurked so close to them. They didn't believe me when I told them Lily was a demon. In fact, they scolded me for trying to break up their family. "You're just a troubled kid," my dad said, "and we'll do whatever it takes to protect you." But he didn't understand that I was in danger because of him. He and Mum were the ones who had opened the door to hell. They welcomed Lily into our home without realizing she was a harbinger of pain and destruction. They called her a daughter, not knowing she was a predator who had infiltrated our family to feed on their souls.